So, Funimation just announced the dub release of My Hero Academia Season 5. I wonder what some of the voice actors are thinking right now. Like, Justin Briner, voice of Izuku, Deku is the name of a hero, Midoriya. Or Clifford Chapin, voice of the #1 Splody boy, Katsuki Bakugo. Or Anairis Quin, voice of the in-your-face rabbit hero, Mirko. Huh, maybe I should talk to them. And shoo my cat away and tell my wife to watch all 3 of them while I work.
No, welcome the cats.
Yeah, this isn't going to work out, guys, but I'm going to try my best. All right, I hit record. Hello, everyone. I was basically going, hi. Hi, Anairis again.
Hi again.
I am Brianna Lawrence, fandom editor at the Mary Sue, and the one who keeps going on and on about My Hero Academia to my coworkers, and they kind of understand, I think. Probably not, but that's okay. Not my problem. But anywho, I'm going to let you 3 introduce yourselves and tell us your pronouns and the characters you play in the show.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Justin Briner, he, him, and I'm the English voice of Deku.
Hi, everyone. I'm Clifford Chapin. He, him, that guy over there, all fine with me. And I voice Katsuki Bakugo.
I am Anairis Quin, she, her, and I'm the English voice of Mirko.
Excellent. So I'm just going to jump right into questions since I have a loose 10 minutes. I'm not quite sure how loose that is. So I'm just going to get started. First question. Someone asked what a good anime series is to watch. Naturally, you say My Hero Academia. The person asks, why My Hero Academia? What is your response?
I always say that it's because there's nothing really like My Hero Academia outside of it. It looks like a lot of things if you squint at it. You know, you can look at it and be like, oh, that's a shonen anime, or that's a superhero show, or any of these sorts of things. But then as you really start to watch it and you're paying attention to it, it reveals that it is not at all like those things that you know. We live in a time where superhero stories are so run-of-the-mill and normal. We see them all the time, and yet My Hero is so innovative in the superhero genre, and the fact that like every quirk has a recoil. You know, Deku's bones break when he uses his power too much, or Uraraka gets sick if she's using the gravity power too much. You know, that's not something that's really visited in a lot of especially mainstream comics. You know, when you explore it in comparison to a lot of shonen anime, there's a lot that goes against trope. You know, we have a tournament arc, and the tournament arc doesn't end the way that most tournament arcs do in shonen anime. You know, not only does our main character not win the tournament, but neither does the guy who beat the main character in the tournament, you know. and then the guy who did win the tournament's not happy about winning the tournament,
at all.
You know. And so it's like My Hero is so good about subverting tropes and making it go a way that you didn't expect, and that's what's really beautiful about the series. And I think that's the thing that when I'm always like, you gotta watch My Hero Academia, it's because it really is like, even in that first minute when you're like, this is just like this other thing, give it another minute and it's not going to be like that thing at all.
Wow. I love that answer. I feel like I need to play that answer for my mom, who keeps asking why I watch My Hero Academia so much. Does anyone else have any follow-up answers to that?
How do you top that?
Yeah, I was thinking.
No,
Bakugo totally is as extra as always.
All right. I'm checking out for the rest of this one. You guys, you guys are doing
Thanks for your time, Katsuki. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I mean, it's a superhero story that's created by someone who clearly loves superheroes. So I everything that was said is true.
It's totally okay to say ditto. It's totally fine.
Samesies.
Sweet. I also agree. I don't have to answer the question, so I don't know why that matters, but I also agree. So I will jump to the next question. Has the characters you voiced inspired you in any way, and do you share any similarities to your character?
Sure, yeah. I think, you know, getting to play Deku has sort of changed my perspective on how I see people, how I assess, you know, my own value and self-worth. And yeah, he's just he's a good kid, and what's really special to me is getting to share that with folks who watch, who I think really need to see a character like that succeed and get to cheer them on. So yeah, it's just it's a nice little outlet of positivity for me.
Anairis or Clifford, anything to add?
Mirko is a very different character from my personality. I think she is way more tough, way more outspoken, way more in your face. And I am very much none of those things. So I think she kind of, in a way, she makes me kind of want to be more like that, you know, more like the character that I'm playing. You know, whenever you get into the booth and you do a character, you know, I think you very much become the character in that moment. So I like to think that, you know, as much as I put myself into her, she puts herself into me, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
She is extremely ferocious. I just saw the second episode, and she just shows up and is like, "Here, I'm here."
Yeah, she goes sicko mode. She's like, "Okay, let's go. You want to fight?"
I was like, "Wow, top tier villain." She's like, "I don't care. Let's go."
For me, I would like to think I am not nearly as mean or as abrasive as maybe Bakugo comes across. I try to not be so rude, but I do see a lot of myself in Bakugo, especially when I consider myself from when I was 16. You know, I wasn't a bully, or at least I would like to think I wasn't a bully. But a lot of the same things that he goes through, a lot of the sense of his pride and wanting to succeed and prove that he is worth something, you know, and that he is as good as he thinks he is, you know. I think that's something that all of us can relate to, and I definitely had my moments with that growing up, and so I feel like that's what I bring to the character when I'm playing him, is my own recollection of those times and what it was like to be 16 and trying to make your way.
Having so many expectations placed on you at an early age is really hard too.
Absolutely.
Awesome. What are the three of you looking forward to in season 5?
Besides everything,
that's a cheating answer, but
it's true. It's true. How can it be cheating if it's true?
It's true.
So yeah, it seems like we're gonna get to see Class 1B come into the spotlight a little more this season, which is super exciting because, like, you get to see everything Class 1A goes through. We've had like a crazy hazardous year with them. Meanwhile, there's also this whole other group of super talented hero students that are doing their own thing, and like now that we're colliding again, and the more quirks, the better. I'm really excited for all that.
Agreed. Hopefully uninterrupted this time.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
You know, the default answer is more Mirko because I love her, and everyone else does. But other than Mirko, I am excited to see, I guess, the culmination of how much the characters have grown, you know, and getting to see that in their little, I guess, tournament arc with 1B and one in Class 1A. I always love seeing the other characters. I always love seeing how much they've grown, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where they're at this season and where they're sitting at with their abilities, with their characters, with their motivations. I want to see what's up.
Excellent.
I've got probably the lamest answer, and just that I'm looking forward to the outfits because
that is a phenomenal answer.
Everybody's getting their warmer clothes, and everybody's preparing for the cold, and this is Bakugo's first costume redesign that he's had in the whole series. So whereas everybody else has had little upgrades and changes, and Kirishima started wearing a shirt and all these other things, Bakugo hasn't really changed anything. So it's the first time that's getting to change, and I'm excited to see what the new costume brings for the boy.
Listen, we're all excited for the giant collar on his outfit.
It's oddly, like, my favorite thing about it is I don't know if it's like an homage to Best Jeanist or what, but like I'm really curious. I'm really curious. I'm wondering if it'll be explored and talked about.
My wife made herself a Bakugo hoodie, and she's like, I'm not doing a collar. I'm just going to do it like a... She can technically, if she pulls it up, it goes like up to here.
Can she make me a Bakugo hoodie that has the collar?
I mean, yeah, actually she could.
Okay.
Legit, she honestly could.
I'm interested in that. So.
Oh dear. I'm going to... Oh no, I think she could probably hear me talking, and she's probably like, what are you doing? Stop hiring me for other people.
I'm enlisting you.
I mean, ironically, she actually made your Christmas stocking like many years ago at a con.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
yes.
it was so random because we couldn't see each
awesome.
other, and the con was nice enough to just drop it off your table.
Oh, wow.
She legit could. She for real could.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm expecting that when we're back at conventions.
Oh, hopefully soon. I'm trying to decide because we're running out of time. Should I go to the deep question or the fun question? Any preferences between deep or fun?
Ooh.
Let's be fun.
Sweet. What are some of your favorite moments from this series? And yes, they can be moments with your characters.
Mine is the entirety of Heroes Rising.
Yeah.
Heroes Rising is, I just genuinely feel it's one of the strongest like anime tie-in films that I've ever seen. As someone who grew up watching all sorts of anime and then watching the movie, and then the movie ending with the like, and then we'll never do this again. Heroes Rising plays its cards well, and as far as it goes, I mean, there are so many emotional and just fantastic moments in that movie. And so the entirety of Heroes Rising is, to this moment, my favorite My Hero thing. And I look forward to something surpassing it.
That was such a good
for
movie.
now.
Yeah.
I had to think about it, but I think it's when the kids are saving Bakugo from the villains.
Yes.
I still think about that. I still think about the music, about everything about the scene, and like everyone ramping themselves up to save him. I thought that was really cool.
I love that they had to do it without fighting. Mm-hmm. So I love moments where they get to just act without using like battles. Just like you have to actually use your wits. And
that's my favorite thing, honestly. Like, it's not just, beat up the bad guys. Like, no, let's actually be smart about this. I think I like seeing more tactical fights for sure.
I agree.
I thought it was really cool to see Team Shigaraki involved with Team Overhaul and getting to see how so much of the conflicts are hero versus villain, and getting to see the two villainous ideologies clash a little bit and coalesce and work together here and there. It's pretty fascinating to me. I like that it's not so cut and dry what the values are of these two factions. So more
villains? That's awesome. So since we are, I think do I have time for one more? Or
one more question, then we have to go. Sorry.
All right, cool. Any plus ultra things you'd like to say to the fans?
I'm so excited for season 5 to be here. Finally, I feel like every time a new season starts up, it feels like a celebration. But especially now, I think we could all use a little good in our lives. So having this to come back to and celebrate with each other is really great. So thank you all for being a part of this.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for watching My Hero Academia, for being so supportive of us and the show. Thank you so much for all the love too and the hype. I remember when I got to announce Mirko, everyone was so excited, and I was like, oh gosh, you guys are really good. So thank you. Just thank you. I don't know what else to say, but thank you over and over.
Thank you repeatedly.
Thank you.
Going beyond with thank you. Pun. That totally works for me too.
I mean, it's more of the same. It's just thank you to the fans. The fact that we're still doing My Hero Academia 5 years later is amazing and not anything that I expected when we did the first season. And to be on to like over, going into over 90 episodes is insane. You can't even imagine that when you're starting out anything. And so the fact that we're there and it's continuing to go strong is a testament to the fans and the people who support it and keep it going. And we would truly be nothing without you guys. And it means the world to us all that you guys want to share your stories and share your excitement for it with us. And I'm excited to be a part of it and always grateful. So thank you very much.
Awesome. And I, as a giant My Hero Academia fan, want to thank the three of you for taking time to chat with me and to just keep working as hard as you do to bring us this amazing series, especially in times like this. It's wonderful that we still have this to like bond over.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Thank you, Bree.
Pleasure.
You're so sweet.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. And I will stop recording now.